So, good evening, students. Once again, welcome to India's largest e-learning platform, BYJU'S Exam Prep. Students, as per our commitment, we are back here and we will be dealing the remaining part of the Maha Marathon for engineering mathematics that held on 29th and 30th of Jan. So, students, in today's session, we will be covering those topics, and yes, of course, we'll be stressing on the very important topics, but everything depends on the numbers. So, the time we are expecting still again a huge number. So, if you are interested, then definitely we will be giving you our best. So, students, you're all welcome to the session. Let's start. Am I audible? Chali, let's start. So, one of my engineering whiz, one of the student engineering whiz is commenting that he is watching from Philippines. Most welcome. So we have got love from Philippines also. Next. So students, this is my brief introduction. As you know, my name is Ankit Joshi. I've been teaching in this GATE and ESE domain for more than 16 years. And students from my classroom teaching, we have produced twice All India Rank 1. Yes, that is from my past experience, and more than 100 ranks from 50, more than 100 ranks 3 times. Students, I have taught more than 50,000 students, maybe around some 1 lakh students in my career. And my subjects of interest are engineering mathematics, signals and systems, and analog circuits. Divyam, once Rakesh sir will be having some bandwidth, he will be joining also. He'll be also joining. So students, in this session, I would like to announce that don't forget to follow our exam analysis immediately after your GATE paper. Ashutosh sir will be coming up with a session in which he will be giving you the basic guidelines and checklist before your exam. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. So students, partial differentiation is the topic one we have left out. This is one of the topic. Other topics are multiple integrals, complex variable, and numerical methods. Let's see. Yes, so this is the century of the number of students watching live, but you should not stop here. It should go beyond this. So students, if you yes, I will skip this topic partial differentiation as of now and move towards definite integrals, so that students from computer science can also take it up and they can move away after attending definite integrals. So students, this session will be concepts through questions. See here students, gamma and beta functions are one of the most important tool to solve some variety definite integrals. Students, gamma function of n, gamma function of n, gamma function of n, this can be written as integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x and x raised to n minus 1 dx. This is the format for gamma function. Just follow this. Moreover, gamma n plus 1, whenever we have gamma n plus 1, we can write it as n gamma n when n is fraction, and gamma n plus 1 will be factorial n when n is integer. Okay, gamma 1 by 2 is root pi, gamma 1 by 2 is root pi, and if required, you can use this identity as well. Gamma n into gamma 1 minus n will be pi upon sin n pi. But of course, the first one is very, very important. Students, please concentrate here. Suppose we have to solve this integration. So we will be comparing this integration with definition of gamma function 0 to infinity e raised to minus x raised to n minus 1 dx. So students, when you compare this, you will be getting any n minus 1 equal to 5, so that n will be equal to 6. So as per the definition of gamma function, this particular good evening everyone, good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes. So students, this particular integration can be written as gamma function of n. By definition of gamma function, we can write it as gamma function of n. And what is n? Gamma n. Gamma n is gamma 6. And gamma 6 can be written as gamma 5 plus 1, which can be written as 5 factorial. So 120 will be our answer. Good afternoon everyone. So students, computer science students and all other branch students, this is useful for you because we are solving some definite integrals with the help of some special integration tools. Here e raised to minus x raised to 3 by 2 dx. So students, again, what is n minus 1 here? N minus 1 is 3 by 2. N minus 1 is 3 by 2. So what is n? N will be 5 by 2. So by definition of gamma function, the answer for this integration will be gamma 5 by 2. How to solve gamma 5 by 2? If there is 2 in the denominator, if there is a fraction having 2 in the denominator, you can just subtract 1 from this fraction. Just subtract 1 from this fraction. So what you will get? 3 by 2. Now keep on subtracting 1 and finally it should be followed by root pi. So 3 by 4 root pi should be our answer. And now see here students, in this question e raised to minus kx x raised to n minus 1 dx. Students, if you have 0 to infinity e raised to minus x raised to n minus 1 dx, then this integration will be gamma n. But if this exponential terms power e to the power minus x becomes e raised to minus kx, rest of the things as it is, so what will be the result? Gamma n, the previous result, gets scaled by 1 upon k raised to n. Okay, so this particular result is divided by k raised to n. The students' answer for this is gamma n upon k raised to n. So we have several times questions based on this property. This is a really very important application of definite integrals. Now see here, students, if you compare this with e raised to minus kx x raised to n minus 1 dx, can I have your response? Can I have your response, students? We need some good numbers here to continue the session for long duration. We need your response. We need a support from your side. You must like this session. You must hit the like button. You must share the link in all your contacts. You must share the link in all your contacts. You should not skip anything in this session. That's what we mean. So students, k is nothing but 7 and n minus 1 is 9. N will be 10. Answer for this is gamma n upon k raised to n. Gamma n upon k raised to n. So gamma 10 upon k raised to n means 7 raised to 10. Yes, so it is factorial 9 upon 7 raised to 10. No need to solve it further because it will be very huge answer. Next. देखो बच्चा, e raised to minus 4x x raised to 7 by 2 dx. So students, we can say that k is 4 and n minus 1 is 7 by 2. N minus 1 is 7 by 2. So what answer you are expecting? Sir, gamma n will be 9 by 2. Gamma n upon k raised to n raised to 9 by 2. Gamma 9 by 2. Subtract 1 from it and start from 7 by 2. Again subtract 1 from it. Keep on subtracting 1 till you get 1 by 2. As soon as you get 1 by 2, it will be followed by root pi. 4 can be written as 2 square. So 7 into 5 into 3 pi. What you are getting? 2, 2, 2, 2, 4 times. That's to 9. This will be our answer. 105 root pi upon is to 13. Okay, you can just calculate. Anita Pal, my telegram link is electronics by Ankit Joshi sir. Electronics by Ankit Joshi sir. For this question, what you have to do? For this type of question, you have to put minus log x equal to t. X will be e raised to minus t. Differentiate with respect to x. You will get dx equal to minus e raised to minus t dt. Okay, sir. Now, what about the limits? What about the limits? As x tending to 0, x tending to 1. When x is tending to 0, what is happening to t? When x is 1, t becomes 0. T becomes, when x is 0, when x is 0, t is becoming log 0. Log 0 is minus infinity, minus minus plus infinity. When x is tending to 1, log 1 is 0. T becomes 0. Just a moment. Just a moment. Now see here. New limits for t are infinity to 0. Good. Yes, Sudarshan, it depends on your strength and your energy level. Okay, till we reach that point. Dx is minus e raised to minus t dt. Root of minus log x. Minus log x is t. Minus is out. You can absorb this minus here, so limits will be interchanged. E raised to minus t as it is. It is t raised to minus 1 by 2 dt. So students, n minus 1 here is minus 1 by 2. N will be 1 by 2. So answer for this question is gamma 1 by 2, that is root pi. I will be Ranveer Paul. Yes, there are chances that Rakesh sir may come, but he will be engaged in his paid classes, then it will be difficult for him to come. So let's see, let's hope for the best. Beta function. Students, beta m comma n. Integration limits are 0 to 1, x to the power m minus 1, 1 minus x to the power n minus. Okay, so this is how we go through the beta function. Beta function operators, see, they are commutative. Beta m comma n is equal to beta n comma m. Here, if you compare this with the original definition of beta function, it is x to the power m minus 1 and 1 minus x to the power n minus 1 dx. Hello Santu, how are you? M minus 1 is 7, n minus 1 is 5. Will be 8, 6. So answer for this will be beta m comma n. Chief, welcome beta. Beta 8 comma 6. So beta m comma n can be converted into gamma function. How? Is gamma 8 gamma 6 upon gamma 8 plus 6. Gamma 8 means factorial 7. Gamma 6 means factorial 5. Gamma 14 means factorial 13. So students, you have to simplify this later on. Next, next. Here m minus 1 is 5 by 2. N minus 1 is 3 by 2. M equal to 7 by 2. N will be 5 by 2. Answer for this integration will be beta m comma n is gamma m gamma n gamma m plus n. 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 by 2 is 6. Gamma 7 by 2. You can simplify. 5 by 2, 3 by 2, 1 by 2 followed by root pi. Gamma 5 by 2, 3 by 2, 1 by 2 root divided by gamma 6, that is factorial 5. You can simplify this. काफी कर दो. So 5 3s are 15, 15 3s are 45. Pi upon 2 to 32. Factorial 5 is 20. Yes, Sudarshan, for beta function limit should be 0 to 1 always. Next. In this question, first of all, I would like to say that this is homework. I just want to give you a hint. 0 to 3, you can take 3 common from the denominator. And what you have to do? You have to put x by 3 equal to t. चलिए. Common from the denominator, you can put no bhavya. I've given you the approach. X by 3 will be t. See this one. 0 to infinity x to the power m minus 1 upon 1 plus x to the power m plus n dx. This will be giving you beta m comma n. Beta m comma 0 to infinity x raised to m minus 1, 1 plus x to the power m plus n. This is a very important format. Now see what we are doing. We are splitting this into two parts. 0 to infinity x raised to 6 into 1 is x raised to 6, 1 plus x to the power 18 minus x raised to 6 into x raised to 4 is x raised to 10, 1 plus x to the power 10, 18. Now listen carefully. This power 6 can be written as 7 minus 1. Okay, sir. 1 plus x to the power 18. 18 can be written as 7 plus 11. Similarly, this power 10 can be written as 11 minus 1. And this 18 can be written as 11 plus 7. So by the formula I have shown you on the previous slide, this is beta m comma n, that is 7 comma 11. This is beta 11 comma 7. So students, we can say that beta m comma n and beta n comma m both are same, and therefore this results. Can I have your response, students? Please take it as work. Answer for this will be 1 upon 660. Sudarshan, I have multiplied x raised to 6 into x raised to 4. I have got x raised to 10. Is that clear? See this question. All of you see this question. See here. 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, root of cot theta. It is root cos upon root sine. So sine to the power minus 1 by 2 theta and cos to the power 1 by 2 theta. Okay. So students, here I am comparing this with 0 to pi by 2, sine raised to p theta, cos raised to q theta d theta. So we can say that p is equal to minus 1 by 2 and q is equal to 1 by 2. Yes. So on the right hand side we are getting 1 by 2 beta function of p plus 1 by 2 comma q plus 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2 upon 2, that will be 1 by 4. 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2 upon 2 is 3 by 4. Gamma 1 by 4, gamma 3 by 4. 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 1. 1 by 2 as it is, gamma 1 by 4 as it is. If beta m comma n are having different values, then you have to solve beta m comma n function, and whatever is your numerical answer, you have to write that answer. My second question will be the same. Arey bhai, see, beta m comma n, how to solve this? It is gamma n upon gamma m plus n. If your m and n are having different values, then you can simplify this, simplify that beta m comma n using this formula. Using this formula, ये formula से simplify होता है. This is in your way. Beta m comma n. How to solve? Gamma 1 by 4. Gamma n. So gamma 1 by 4, gamma 3 by 4 can be written as 1 minus 1 by 4 upon gamma 1 is factorial 0. Factorial 0 is 1. 1 by 2, gamma 1 by 4 and gamma 1 minus 1 by 4. Gamma n, gamma 1 minus n, it is pi upon sine n pi. Identity. So pi by root 2 will be the answer. Next. Important question. Very important. See. 0 to pi. Sin x can be written as 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. हाँ सर लिख सकते. And whole to the power 3. Then we have 1 minus cos x. So 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2 to the power 4 dx. Okay. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 to the power 4, 16. 0 to pi. How many sign are there? Sign cube and sign to the power 4 to the 8. 8 plus 3, 11. Now cos to the power 3. Now we have to substitute x by 2 equal to t. Now we have to substitute x by 2 equal to some other variable. X equal to twice t. Dx is twice dt. Limits. As x is tending to 0, x is tending to 0, t will be also 0. As x is tending to pi, t will be pi by 2. New limits are 0 to pi by 2. Sin this to 11t cos 3, sorry, cos cube t dt. Now we can use the gamma function definition. Beta function for definition. What is that beta function definition? 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to p theta cos raised to 3 theta. P is 11, 2 is 3. Should be twice dt. Okay. So 1 by 2 beta function of p plus 1 by 2, 11 plus 1, 12, 12 by 2 is 6. 2 plus 1 by 2, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 by 2 is 2. 2 gets cancelled. 8 into 16. Beta 6 comma 2. Hello, money. 2 to solve. Beta 6 comma 2. Gamma 6, gamma 2. Gamma 6 plus 2 is gamma 8. Simplify this. Yes, I corrected twice dt. Can I have your response? See here. Computer science students and all other engineering students, please observe. 0 to pi x sin raised to 6x cos raised to 4x dx. I am assuming that f of x is this function. Okay. Now we will be finding out f of a minus x. F of pi minus x. Pi minus x. Sin pi minus x. Sin 180 minus theta is sin theta. So sin raised to 6x. Now cos pi minus x minus cos x. But it is raised to the power 4. So again it will become plus. Okay, sir. So let I equal to this integration 0 to pi f of x dx. Is I equal to, we will make a change here. I equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So this property that when a definite integral 0 to a f of x dx, it will be always equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, also one, also one, same equations. Adding equation 1 and 2, I plus I, 2i, 0 to pi, f of x plus f of a minus x. Addition of these two functions क्या मिलेगा आपको? 0 to pi. Students, when you add these two, this term, trigonometric term will be common. And what else? Pi minus x plus x, only pi will be remaining. So students, I will be pi by 2, 0 to pi, sin raised to 6x cos raised to 4x. But directly that beta function property is not applicable here, because we must have the limits 0 to pi by 2. Yes, x is removed. Once we add, x is removed. So what we are doing, we will be doing on the next page. I will be equal to pi by 2, 0 to pi, sin raised to 6, it is 2 sin by 2 cos x by 2. Is it not able to hear? Maybe I am very much tired. So pi by 2, 0 to pi, 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 raised to 6. Okay, we can do one more thing here. We can do one more thing. Wait. Not be applying that property. Here. Our integration I equal to pi by 2. Just wait. Yes, Santu. Am I audible now? I equal to pi by 2, 0 to pi, sin raised to 6x and cos raised to 4x. See here. If this is our f of x, can you find out f of pi minus x? F of pi minus x will be same, sin raised to 6x into cos raised to 4. Okay? Yes, sir. Since f of x is equal to f of pi minus x, therefore integration I can be written as pi by 2 out, and the remaining portion can be written as, see here, this integration can be written as 2 times 0 to pi by 2. See why this change is appearing here? Because of this property, f of x is equal to f of a minus x, and therefore we multiplied by 2 and made this range half. Is that clear? And now straight away you can apply the beta function property. 2 gets cancelled, then 1 by 2 beta function of p plus 1, p is 6, 6 plus 1 by 2, comma, q plus 1 by 2, q is 4. So we will be getting pi by 2, beta function of 7 by 2, comma 5 by 2. And now you can simplify this. You can simplify this. So pi by 2, gamma 7 by 2, gamma 5 by 2, and addition of this. Addition of these two will be 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 by 2 is 6. Gamma 7 by 2, 5 by 2, 3 by 2, 1 by 2, and root pi. Gamma 5 by 2, 3 by 2, 1 by 2, root pi. Divided by gamma 6 means factorial 5 means 120. So students, can you please simplify? Yes, of course you can simplify this. You can just simplify and give me the answer. Yes, moving to the next. Students, see here. In the interval 0 to 2, this function is given. This function is f of x minus 1 whole square sin x minus 1. Yes, Bhavya, answer is correct. Now see here. Students, I want to find f of 2 minus x. So what you have to do, wherever you can find x, that x will be replaced by 2 minus x. So 2 minus x minus 1. This will be 1 minus x, which is actually minus x minus 1. So when you square, see 2 minus x minus 1 is this one. So when you square this, you will be getting positive value. You will be getting positive value. X minus 1 square only. But sine x minus 1 replaced by sine minus of x minus 1, it will become minus sine x minus 1. When you replaced x by 2 minus x, you are getting minus sine x minus 1 divided by, since this is square, no change. In cos, no change. So we can say that f of x is minus times f of a minus x, and therefore this integration will be, what is the property? See here. If you are integrating from 0 to a, f of x dx, then this will be 0 if f of a minus x is minus f of x, and this will be 2 times 0 to a by 2 f of x dx if f of a minus x is equal to f of x. Currently in this question we obtained f of x and f of 2 minus x they are related with a minus sign, and that's why answer will be 0. Students, this is purely an odd function. If you replace x by minus x, we are getting minus sin cube x into cos square x. So what is the answer? It is minus f of x. So f of x is odd function. If this is odd function, this integration will result in a 0. What is the property? See here, whenever you integrate from minus a to a, f of x dx, this will be 0 if f of x is odd function. When f of x is even function, it will be 2 times 0 to a of x dx. Here we have one property, 0 to a f of x dx is always equal to 0 to a f of a minus x d. So if I say this is equal to I, then the same is equal to 0 to a, that is 0 to pi by 2 sine 2 x. X will be replaced by pi by 2 minus x. Simplify this. 0 to pi by 2 sine 2 cancel, sine pi minus 2x, sine pi minus 2x, sine 180 minus theta. Sine 180 minus theta means you are into second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive, so sine 2x. And log tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. Add equation 1 and 2, we will be getting I plus I, that is 2i. 0 to pi, 0 to pi by 2. Integrand functions will be added together. So sine 2x and sine 2x is common. Now I need your attention. I need your attention. What is remaining now? Log tan x and log cot x. Log tan x and log cot x are added together. What you will get? If log tan x is added with log cot x, you will get log tan x into cot x. Log tan x into cot x will be log 1. That will be 0. Integration will result in a 0. Result in a 0. This is clearly an odd function, so integration will result in a 0. Next. This you can solve. What you can do, you can just convert this cot into cos and sine. So friends, zero to pi by 2. Convert this into cos upon sine. So sin x will be numerator upon sin x plus cos x. Very nice. So students, here you can say that this I can also be written as 0 to pi by 2. This is f of x. This bracket is f of x. Can we write this as f of a minus x? Yes, f of pi by 2 minus x. So sin pi by 2 minus x is cos x, then cos x, and cos pi by 2 minus x is sin x. If you add these two equations, you will be getting twice I, 0 to pi by 2. After taking LCM, you will be getting 1. Integration I will be pi by 4. Yes, perfect. Very nice. Pi by 2 plus 0 upon 2. Pi by 4. Next, simple question. 0 to 1 box x dx, 1 to 2 box x dx, box x dx, n minus 1 to n box x dx. So students, this log function return interval 0 to 1. In the interval 0 to 1, in the interval 0 to 1, this box x function is 0. Box x function is 0. Okay, so integration of 0 will be 0. In the interval 1 to 2, box x function will give you 1. 1. Integration of 1 will be x. X, upper limit minus lower limit, 2 minus 1, this will give you 1. Similarly, this box x function in the interval 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 3. This will be giving us 2. Sorry, yeah, 2. So 2 will be moving out. Integration of 1 will be x. 3 minus 2 will become 1. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 will go up to, what is the lower bound here? N minus 1. So last term will be n minus 1. So students, if you are adding n terms of an AP, n terms of an AP, which are having common difference 1, the answer is n into n plus 1 by 2. But we are having n minus 1 terms. So n will be replaced by n minus 1 and n plus 1 will be replaced by n. This will be the answer. N into n minus 1 by 2. N into n minus 1 by 2. Chandra Animesh. It is the sum of n minus 1 terms. So n into n minus 1 by 2. First n minus 1 integers. Now, I think this is the point where we'll be covering, stopping for definite integrals. Now moving towards our leftover portion, that is partial differentiation. I'm going back. Thank you, Sachin bhai. Now, when partial differentiation comes to you, I will give you some important tips, and believe me, you can get question directly from these tricks. Okay. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you. Thanks for your response. So students, basics of partial differentiation, Euler's theorem for homogeneous functions, and total derivatives. These are the major topics here. So all my dear students, whenever we just remember few points, whenever we are having a function of single independent variable, we write the simple derivative, and whenever there is the function of more than one independent variable, we write the partial derivative. जब भी एक इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल का फंक्शन होगा हम लिखेंगे सिंपल डेरिवेटिव, एक से ज्यादा इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल का फंक्शन होगा वी राइट द partial derivatives. Okay, thank you. So for functions of single independent variable, we write simple derivative or ordinary derivative. For function of more than one independent variable, we write the partial derivative. Okay, here if you are having a function y as a function of x, so y is the function of single independent variable, so we write simple derivative dy by dx, ordinary derivative, है ना? And if you are having u, which is function of more than one independent variable, so partial derivatives will exist, del u by del x and del u by del y. Is that clear? How many partial derivatives will exist? Number of partial derivatives exactly equal to the number of independent variables. So the number of partial derivatives existing for a functional relation is exactly equal to the number of final number of independent variables. The procedure to evaluate partial derivative, is same as that of simple derivative. The only difference is you have to maintain the other independent variables as constant. बाकी के independent variable को dependent variable should never be assumed constant. Thank you, Anamika Singh. What do you mean by homogeneous function? A function having same degree in all its terms. A function having same degree in all its terms is called as homogeneous function. देखो, if I am having a function f of xy, x cube plus 3x square y plus y cube. How many terms are there? 3 terms. What is the degree of the first term? What is the degree of the first term? 3. What is the degree of the second term? 3. What is the degree of the third term? 3. So what you have to do here in the middle term, we just added the powers x square and y raised to 1. Powers are added. We can say that this is a function in which all the terms are having same degree. So this is a homogeneous function of degree 3. F of xy is a homogeneous function of degree 3. अब क्या कर रहे हैं? Now x cube is taken common. In place of x cube we have 1, then 3 y by x and y upon x whole cube. Here in the second part, if you take y cube common, so it is x cube by y cube, so x by y whole cube, 3 times x by y whole square plus 1. So students, can we say that this function of xy is x cube into some function of y by x, or this function of xy is y cube into some function of x by y? Yes, sir. So we can clearly say that if there is a homogeneous function, it can be represented either as a function of y by x or as a function of x by y. If you are having a homogeneous function, it can be represented either as a function of y by x or as a function of x by. Remember this. We have 3 points regard to homogeneous function. A homogeneous function having same degree in all its terms is called as homogeneous function. A homogeneous function can be expressed either as a function of y by x or as a function of x by y. Now, Euler's theorem for homogeneous functions here. If u is homogeneous function of degree n, if u is homogeneous function of degree n, then by Euler's theorem, x del u by del x plus y del u by del y n into, and similarly x square del square u by del x square y xy del square u by del x del y plus y square del square u by del y square equal to n into n minus 1. So these are the two formats. Okay, now students, just to save time, you can replace del u by del x by ux and del u by del y by uy. Similarly, del square u by del x square can be written as uxx, del square u by del y square can be written as uyy, del square u by del x del y can be written as uxy. So these are just the abbreviations. So see here, if u is a homogeneous function of degree n, then by Euler's theorem, this is first statement, this is second statement. First statement is called as order 1 statement, second statement is called as order 2 statement. Can I have your response? Can I have your response? Here, u equal to x square plus y square to the power 1 by 3. If you take x square common, if you take x square common, so it will come out as x to the power 2 by 3. Now what is remaining here? 1 plus 5 by x whole power 1 by 3. X to the power 2 by 3, and this remaining is function of y by x. Now just now we have seen that is a function, if there is a function which can be expressed as a function of y by x, so we can say that u is expressed in the form of y by x. U is expressed in the form of y by x, therefore u is homogeneous function. Yes, u is homogeneous function of degree 2 by 3. N is 2 by 3. Order 1 statement. N into u. An order 2 statement. This is order 2 statement. Its value is n into n minus 1 into u. N is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 minus 1 into u. Minus 4u by 9. The answer. Now students, there may be possibility that u is not a homogeneous function. U is not a homogeneous function, but f of u is a homogeneous function of degree n. Then order 1 statement will be x del u by del x plus y del u by del y equal to n f of u upon f dash u. If you just denote this by g of u, simpler notation, then order 2 statement will be g of u g dash u minus 1. The order 2 statement. Minus 2u by 9. Minus 2u. I got options. एक को प्लस बना u equal to tan inverse, so u cannot be homogeneous function. अरे भाई, u is not expressed in the form of algebraic function, so u is not a homogeneous function. But if you bring this tan inverse to the left hand side, then on the right hand side we are having x cube plus y cube upon x minus y. If you take x cube common, it will be 1 plus y cube upon x cube. If you take x common, it is 1 minus y by x. The students, tan u will be x square. The remaining is function of y by x. So we can say that tan u is homogeneous function of degree 2. What we can have? F of u is tan u. What about f dash u? F dash u क्या होगा? Sec square u. N is equal to 2. So what about g of u? G of u is n f of u. N is 2. F of u. Tan u. F dash u. Sec square u. sin u upon cos 1 upon square is cos. So it is one cos will be cancelled. 2 sin u into cos u is sin 2u. So our g of u is sin 2u. G of u is sin 2u. Yes or no? G of u is sin 2u. Can you find out g dash u? G dash u is 2 cos 2u. Answer for the second order statement. Hello, answer for the second order statement. G of u, g dash u minus 1. Sin 2u, cos 2u minus 1. This will be sin 4u minus sin 2u. And order 1 statement is simply tan u. Order 1 statement is tan u. What is degree? See here. What is order 1 statement? Just redo it, don't worry. X del u by del x plus y del u by del y. This is equal to g of u. What is g of u? N into f of u upon f dash u. F of u is tan u, so it is 2 tan u upon sec square u. So on solving, you are getting sin 2u. Order 1 statement. Order 2 statement is order 2 statement is order 2 statement is g of u, g dash u minus 1. G of u is sin 2u. G dash u means derivative of g of u. G dash u का मतलब derivative of g of u is 2 cos 2u. So ultimately you are getting 2 sin 2u into cos 2u is sin 4u minus 1 into sin 2u sin 2u. See, taking anti-log both sides. So we are getting e raised to u. Right hand side is x raised to 4 minus y raised to 4 upon x minus 1. Students, if you take x raised to 4 common from numerator, x common from denominator, then of course remaining will be function of y by x. I am not getting your responses. प्यारे बच्चों जवाब देना है. E raised to u is x cube and remaining is function of y by x. So we can say that e raised to u is a homogeneous function of degree 3. After partial differentiation, we'll move towards multiple integrals. Okay, f of u is e raised to u. F dash u is also e raised to u. What about g of u? G of u is n f of u on f dash u. N is 3. F of u, f dash u, same 3. The answer for this order 1 statement is g of u. And answer for this order 2 statement is 0. G of u, g dash u minus 1. Answer for the order 2 statement will be minus 3 beta. C. G of u is 3. G dash u is G dash u is 0. So 3 into 0 minus 1 minus 3 and minus 3. Yes, Chandra Animesh. Perfect. Correct answer, beta. Shabash. Next. sometimes it happens that the given function u, this is not homogeneous because it is combination of two different functions, f of xy and g of xy. And f of xy and g of xy are individually homogeneous functions. F is homogeneous function of degree m, g is homogeneous function of degree n. So order one statement be mf plus ng, and order two statement will be m into f n into n minus g. देखो बच्चों, this question, let us assume that this first part is f and second part is g. Now the point to be noted here is this f is expressed as the function of y by x. Therefore f is homogeneous function. F is homogeneous function of degree m equal to 1, and g is also expressed in the form of y by x. Therefore this is also homogeneous function. So g is homogeneous function of degree n equal to 0. Answer for this second order statement will be m into m minus 1 into f and n into n minus by corollary number 2. Recently we have seen m is 1, 1 minus 1 f, n is 0, we are getting 0 plus 0, that is 0. 0 is the answer. Friends, can I have a response? Simple question, you can try this. Total derivative, I'll explain. Here, if we are having w as the function of x and y, and x and y we are having w as the function of x and y, and x and y are the functions of r and theta. Okay, say x is the function of t, y is also the function. So we can write this relationship in this manner. W is the function of x and y each are the functions of t. Okay, this w is the initial variable, x and y are intermediate variables, and t is the final variable. So students, as we can see that w is connected directly with x and y are directly connected with t. So here w is indirectly connected with t. This indirect relationship is called as composite relationship. W will be composite function. Okay, yes Ranveer. So what is w? W is the initial variable. What is t? T is the final variable. So derivative of initial variable with respect to final variable, is called as total derivative. So now when you observe w as a function of t, how many independent variables are there in this bracket? Only one. For one independent variable, derivative will be simple. So derivative of initial variable w with respect to final variable t, this is total derivative. So dw by dt will exist as total derivative. The question arises to our mind how many terms will be there on the right hand side? How many terms will be there on the right hand side of dw by dt? The number of terms present on the right hand side of a derivative, a total derivative, is exactly equal to the number of intermediate variables. How many intermediate variables you have? Two, x and y. So two terms will be there on the right hand side. Okay. So first term is for x, second term is for y. So w arrow xy, w arrow xy arrow t. I have written this relation twice. So final variable is t terms. First term is for x, second term is for y. We are moving from w to x and x to t, then w to y and y to t. Yes. So students, del w by del x, and since x is this function of single variable t, thanks a lot at the rate nb. And so students, dw by dt, dw by dt, del w by del x and dx by dt. Why this derivative is partial? Because 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 w is the function of two variables. Okay. Why this derivative is simple? Because x is the function of single variable. Now, second term will be for y. Del w by del y. See this, del w by del y, del w by del y, and dy by dt. So this is how we formulate the total derivative. Done? So what can you see on your screen? क्या देख पा रहे हैं? Multiple integrals. Super. Students, I'm looking forward to go through this topic. I'll give you some fundamental concepts. But you should not lose your patience. Yes, Bhavesha. Thank you. Now, students, if you have the patience, then only you will be learning this. Otherwise, no use of this session. Okay. So thank you, Vishwa Vignesh. I just request all of you. We will be giving half an hour. We will be giving 30 minutes for this multiple integrals concept. Are you ready to invest 30 minutes to score marks on multiple integral? Because this multiple integral is helpful for us in surface integrals. This multiple integral also helping us in case of Green's theorem. Yes. So complex variable will be dealt after multiple integrals for sure. But you have to stay tuned for this topic. So overall, if I take multiple integrals covering all the problems, I may take 30-35 hours. But we will be just taking 30 minutes, give you some basic important steps, some basic concepts, important concepts related with these multiple integrals. So are you ready? All set? Yes or no? चलिए we are starting multiple integrals now. I need your support. As far as CS is concerned, we have covered all the topics for CS beta. Jyoti Das, Rakesh sir will be having classes in Vision batch. So maybe he is busy with that batch. I'm not having any update as of now, but if he will be available, we'll be definitely bringing him also in this session. चलिए So students, we have divided double integrals. We have divided double integrals into four types. Double integrals using direct method, double integrals using direct method, that is direct integration, double integrals using change of order, and region based double integrals. Region based double integral is important in case of Green's theorem. This is useful in case of Green's theorem also. Okay, and double integrals using polar forms. So out of these, the most important one is region based double integral. Suppose you have to solve this integral. We have to solve this integral. So what you have to do? If I ask you, what to do first, whether you are going to integrate first with respect to x or with respect to y. Some of you say, sir, we'll integrate first with respect to x. Some of you may say we have to integrate with respect to y. But there is a proper rule. What is that? So first of all, we write these limits. We write these limits 0 to 2 and 0 to x. 0 to 2 and 0. Please concentrate, beta. We are also exhausted. We are also exhausted. Our energy level is your concentration. Okay. Now, students, if you observe closely, 0 and 2, lower limit and upper limit both are constants. So this is referred as constant set. 0 and 2 both are constant, so this is referred as constant set of limits. 0 and x, in this variable is involved. Either lower limit is variable or upper limit variable, or both lower and upper limits are variable. That set will be called as variable set. So this is a problem. Okay, in double integrals you will be encountering generally those problems in which one set is variable set, another set is constant set. Okay, sir. Now, variable set should be given first priority. Variable set should be given first priority. So this is the variable set 0 to x. This is the variable set 0 to x. Okay, sir. Variable set is given in terms of which variable? This set is given in terms of which variable? This set is given in terms of x. If the limits are in terms of x, if the limits are in terms of x, if the limits are in terms of x, they are not the limits of x, they are the limits of y. So these are not the limits of x, these are not the limits of x. These are not the limits of x, they are the limits of y. This is y1 and y2. Okay? Yeah. Then, students, if this is y1, y2, so of course this one is x1, x2. Sir, once again. Hey, yaar, bacha. Once again. Please concentrate. Please concentrate. What are the given limits? 0 to 2 and 0 to x. Now, 0 to 2, lower limit and upper limit both are constants. If lower limit and upper limit both are constants, it is referred as constant set. Okay, 0 to x. These are the limits in terms of x. Here lower limit is constant, upper limit is variable. Lower limit is constant, upper limit is variable. This set is called as variable set. In variable set, either lower limit constant or in variable set, either lower limit or upper limit or both are variables. Okay, so this is the variable set. This is the variable set. Variable set should be given first importance. Okay, this is the variable set. Priority is given to this one. This variable set is given in terms of which variable? कौन से variable की terms में है? Sir, this is given in terms of x. These are not the limits of x. These are the limits of y. If this is y1 y2, if this is y1 y2, of course this is x1 x2. Okay, so we have got this identification of limits. Now clearly we can say that limits of x are constants. So x has constant limits, and then we can say that y is having variable limits. Y is having variable limits. Listen carefully. The variable which is having variable limits should be integrated first. जिसके लिमिट्स वेरिएबल हैं उसके रिस्पेक्ट में इंटीग्रेशन पहले होगा. तो स्टूडेंट्स, वी हैव टू इंटीग्रेट फर्स्ट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y. And then with respect to x. जिसकी लिमिट्स वेरिएबल है उसके रिस्पेक्ट में इंटीग्रेशन पहले होगा, जिसकी लिमिट्स कांस्टेंट है उसके रिस्पेक्ट में इंटीग्रेशन बाद में होगा. The variable which has variable limits must be integrated first, and the variable which is having constant limits will be integrated later. So students, we will be integrating first with respect to y, y1 to y, y dx, y dy. Outer integral will be with respect to x, x will be taken out. Now you can just mark the limits. What are the limits? y1 to y2, 0 to x, x1 to x2, 0 to 2. Integral, our inner integral is with respect to y. So outer integral will be as it is. x1 to x2 as it is, x as it is. Integration of y will be y square by 2. Limits of y 0 to x. x1 to x2 x. Now see here, in place of y we are putting x, so x square minus 0. Integration of x cube will be x raised to 4 by 4. 1 by 2 is already out. Limits of x are 0 to 2. 1 by 8 raised to 4 is 16. 16 by 8 is 2. No doubt answer is important, but answer will come only when you have the correct approach. Saurav Kumar, thanks a lot for your appreciation, but just wait for some more moment because we have multiple integrals, then we have complex variables. Let's see how much bandwidth we are having. Now, whenever you solve the integration by using these limits given in the problem, whenever a double integration is solved by using the limits mentioned in the problem, this is called as direct method or direct integration. Okay. Now the same question can also be approached using the concept of change of order. Okay. If you are approaching this using the concept of change of order, what you have to do? You have to first list this limits. सबसे पहले लिमिट्स लिस्ट कर लीजिए. Of course, these 0 to x are the limits of y, y1, y2. 0 and 2 are the limits of x. Okay. Now, what was our normal order of integration? The previous question, we have determined an order of integration. That order of integration is called as normal order of integration. Integrate first with respect to y, and then with respect. But we do not have to solve this integration using this normal order because we have to solve this integration using the concept of change of order. So this one is the most important concept of multiple integrals. So we are going to find new order, new or changed order. So whatever is your normal order, just revert it, swap it, interchange it, you will be getting the new order. So in the new order, we wish to integrate first with respect to x. We have to integrate first with respect to x. In the new order, first we have to integrate with respect to x, okay? And then we have to integrate with respect to y. So these are the given limits. 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 They work only with the normal order, but they won't be applicable for this new order. Given limits are valid only for the normal order of integration, but they will become invalid for the new order of integration. So corresponding to new order, we are supposed to find the new order of or new order, we supposed to find the new limits. How we are going to get the new limits? Please concentrate. I am going to tell you what is the procedure to find the limits using that graph. Most of the students are having that concern, and on my various telegram groups and channels they reported that if you can help us with the help of uh, with a session in which how you draw those regions, how to find those limits, that would be helpful for us. So students, that part is on your way, just concentrate. Okay, so once again I am telling you, once again I am asking you, do you have any problem in identifying the normal order of integration? Are you having any issues in normal order of integration? Are you having any problem in normal order of integration? No problem. So now we are moving towards determination of new order. Friends, yes, yes. Thanks a lot for your response. What is our new order? Our new order is integrate first with respect to x and then with respect to y. So given limits, hello, given limits works only with normal order. Given limits are invalid for new order. Let us find out. Let us find out the new order. Suraj Rangari, when we change the order, some difficult questions becomes easier. So first step, you have to draw the xy plane. You have to draw the xy plane. सबसे पहले xy plane बनाना होगा. On this xy plane, we will be plotting the given limits. On the xy plane, we will be plotting the given limits. Now, what are the limits? 0 to 2 and 0 to x. So see here, x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 2, y1 equal to 0, y2 equal to x. So students, x1 equal to 0, remove the suffix, it will become x equal to 0. X equal to 0 means y axis. Then remove the suffix, x2 equal to 2, so x equal to 2. Then we have y1 equal to 0, it become y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means x axis. Another limit is y equal to x. Y equal to x is a line passing through origin making angle of 45 degree with x axis. Is that clear? So I have written the given limits. I have written the given limits, just removing the suffix. Now interpret each of the limits. Interpret each of these limits. हर एक लिमिट को interpret करेंगे. So x equal to 0, nothing but y axis. Y axis, y axis, y axis. Y equal to 0 is x axis. Now x equal to 2, we'll plot it later. Y equal to x. Y equal to x is a line passing through origin making an angle of 45 degree with x axis. So this is the line y equal to x, and this line is passing through origin making an angle of 45 degree with x axis. Then see here, x equal to 2. X equal to constant is a line parallel to y axis. Equal to constant is a line parallel to y axis. X equal to is this line. Y equal to 0 is x axis. X equal to 0 is y axis. Now students, with this, I have just plotted the given limits. I have just plotted the given limits. After plotting of the given limits, we'll give them some names. इसको कुछ नाम दे देंगे. O, A, B and back to O. Coordinates of O 0 0. Coordinates of A 2 0. Coordinates of B 2 comma 2. Why 2 comma 2? Because x coordinate is 2 X coordinate is 2 and y and x both are equal. Okay, yes sir. Now students, we are getting a bounded region. Its name is OABO. 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 So we are shading this region. हम इसको shade कर रहे हैं. If you are following, then you can respond. If you are following the concept, then you can respond in the comment box. So this shaded region is our region of integration. In short, it is ROI, region of integration. Now, what is your new order? New order, we wish to integrate first with respect to x. New order में पहले integration किसका करना है? In new order, we wish to integrate first with respect to x. So since you are integrating first with respect to x, therefore you have to draw a strip PQ, PQ, PQ parallel to x-axis. You have to draw a strip PQ parallel to x-axis. You have to draw a strip PQ parallel to x-axis. Why parallel to x-axis? Because we want to integrate first with respect to x. Suppose if you wish to integrate first with respect to y in some other question, then strip will be parallel to y-axis. But here in this question, since we wish to integrate first with respect to x, therefore our strip will be parallel to x-axis. Okay. So students, now we are drawing a strip PQ parallel to x-axis. Draw a strip PQ parallel to x-axis. Left point is P, up right point is Q. Okay. Students, from the endpoints of this strip, we will be getting the limits of our first variable. Since we have drawn strip PQ parallel to x-axis, from the endpoints of this strip, we will be getting limits of our first variable. Our first variable is x. So P point will give you x1 and Q point will give you x2. P point lies on this line. Point lies on this line. P point lies on this line. On this line, what is x? What is x? X is y. X is y. Q point lies on this line. Q point lies on this line. On this line, what is x? X is 2. Now, if you are having a horizontal strip, you have to slide this strip in the shaded region. If you are having a horizontal strip, then you have to slide this strip in the shaded region so that you will be getting the limits of the second variable. What is our second variable? Second variable is y. So we are supposed to find the limits of y. If the strip is horizontal, you have to slide it vertically. If the strip is vertical, you have to slide it horizontally in the region of integration. Since our strip is horizontal, we will slide it vertically from lower extreme to upper extreme. Okay, so lower extreme is this OA. So along OA, what is y? Along OA, what is y? Y is 0. So bring this strip along OA. You have to read the value of y, it is 0. Then slide it to the upper extreme. What is the upper extreme? It is point B. What is upper extreme? It is point B. Slide it up to upper extreme B. What is the y coordinate of point B? It is 2. Okay. So these are the new limits obtained after changing the order of integration. These are the new limits obtained after changing the order of. Okay. Now you have to follow the same procedure. So students, when you wish to integrate first with respect to, sorry, when you wish to integrate with the help of change of order, what is the new order? New order says that first with respect to x, then with respect to y. So our inner integral is with respect to x and outer integral is with respect to y. Okay, dx and then dy. Now what are the limits? देखो बच्चा, limits x1 x2 already we obtained, y and 2 and y1 y2 new limits 0 and 2. Now see the integrand function. Integrand function is xy. So in the integration of x we'll put x and then we put y outside. Students, you can solve this. y1 to y2 y integration of x is x square by 2. How many of you understood the concept of change of order? y1 to y2 0 to 2, 1 by 2 will be out, y as it is. In place of x you are putting 2, 2 square will be 4. In place of x you are putting y. In place of x you are putting y. So 4 minus y square. Very good, nice response. Now, integration of 4y is 4y square by 2y square. Integration of y cube, y raised to 4 by 4. Limits are 0 to 2. Of course, answer will be same. So in place of y you are putting 2. 2 square is 4, 4 2s are 8. 2 square is 2 raised to 4 is 16, 16 by 4 is 4. Lower bound is 0, answer will be same. Of course, answer will be same, but many at a times they ask only for the new limits. They won't ask for the answer. They simply ask you the new limits. Then what you have to do? You have to follow this stuff. Okay? Moving to the next. You can just try this question by change of order of integration. Homework. Now see this question. In this question, what they have given a circle. They have given you a circle. Circle is x square plus y square equal to 1. Circle is having radius 1. But what is our region of integration? Region of integration is clearly mentioned that it is positive quadrant of this circle. Positive quadrant of this circle means this first quadrant. Okay. Now see here. This is O, this is A, and this is B. This is our region of integration. Now listen here, students, when they ask us to solve a region-based double integral, what does it mean? A region-based double integral means limits are not mentioned on the integration. Are limits mentioned here? Are limits mentioned here? No. So in region-based double integrals, limits are not mentioned in the problem. Limits are not mentioned along with the double integral. Region-based double integral, limits are not mentioned. Limits are not mentioned. So moreover, what they do? What they do? They just provide They just provide a region over which that integral has to be evaluated. They just provide a region over which the integral has to be evaluated. They just provide a region over which the integral has to be evaluated. That clear? In region-based double integrals, limits of integration are not mentioned along with the problem. Moreover, they provide a region on the xy plane where the integral has to be evaluated. Okay. Now, they have already given you the region R. What is that region R? Region R is OABO. That is the portion of the circle in the first quadrant. Sir, then what about the order of integration? Here, you are free to assume a convenient order of integration as per your own convenience level. Okay. So in region-based double integral, the solver has the flexibility of assuming his or her order of integration. So students, I am assuming that I will integrate first with respect to y and then with respect to x. If I wish to integrate first with respect to y, it means I would be drawing a strip PQ parallel to y-axis. I will be drawing a strip PQ parallel to y-axis as I wish to integrate first with respect to y. This strip is PQ. Now, P point is on x-axis. What is y? Y will be 0. Q point is on circle. Q point is on circle. What is the equation of circle? X square plus y square equal to 1. From the equation of circle, what is y square? Y square is 1 minus x square. What is x? What is y? Y is root of 1 minus x square. Now, since our strip is vertical, you have to slide it horizontal. Students, this vertical strip is just like the handle of the sliding window in our houses. Sliding window's handle is this vertical handle, right? And you can slide it horizontally. Slide it horizontally. But when you talk about the horizontal strip, it is just like the handle of the shutter of various shops. So that handle is horizontal, but you move it vertical. So when the strip is horizontal, we move it vertical. When the strip is vertical, we move it horizontal. Yes. So students, we are moving this strip. We are moving this strip horizontally from left extreme to right extreme. So this is y-axis. On y-axis, x is 0. And at this point A, what is x? X will be 1. So we have got the limits. Is that clear? Is the concept clear to you? So we wish to integrate first with respect to y, then with respect to x. Let us mark the limits. Let us mark the limits. See here, x1 to x2. y1 to y2, y as it is. This root means power 1 by 2. When this root is taken to the numerator, its power will become minus 1 by 2. Students, I am just manipulating something. What is the derivative of 1 minus y square? It is minus 2y. I am just adjusting with minus 2, multiplying by minus 2, dividing by minus 2. Okay, sir. Minus 1 by 2 is out. X1 to x2, x as it is. Now, what you are getting here? Bracket to the power n, bracket to the power n, and its derivative is written adjacent to it. So answer will be bracket to the power n plus 1, bracket to the power n plus upon n plus 1, bracket to the power n plus 1 upon n plus by 1 and 2 to and then d. Friends, this 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 gets cancelled. X1 to x2 means 0 to 1. X is there. Then in place of y, you have to put root. So when you put root y square, root will be cancelled. So 1 minus 1 plus x square. So 1 cancelled plus x square. X square to the power 1 by 2. Lower limits minus. When you put y equal to 0, you will be getting 1. 1 to the power 1 by 2 and then dx. Integration of x square is x cube by 3. Integration of x is x square by 2. Limits are 0 to 1. We are having a minus 1 by 2, a minus sign. After cancelling this 1 by 2, we are having a minus sign here. 1 by 6 will be the answer. So I hope students you have understood the concept region based double integrals. You understood the concept of change of order also. At this moment, I have given you the basic idea for solution of double integrals. Okay, so regarding the polar coordinates, regarding the triple integrals, applications, okay, uh, you have various sessions of mine only and Rakesh sir maybe on our YouTube channel where you can easily have the applications if you really need them. But at this point of time, for us, very much important topic just before 2 days to 3 days before your exam is complex variables. So let's switch towards the complex. Well, complex variables की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. What is the next topic, sir? Next topic will be complex variables. Da, 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 da. Yes, all set. So within half an hour, you will be getting a basic command over complex variables. Complex variables is there for electrical engineering. Variable is in syllabus for complex variable is there in syllabus for electrical engineering. Okay, yes, complex variable not for civil engineering science. Students, I am starting the session now regarding complex variable. See, First type of questions are coming from analytic function. Okay. If f of z is analytic, then mathematically, yes, it's there in EC, electrical, mechanical, yes. After complex variable, that is after half an hour, I would be switching towards numerical methods also. So students, if f of z is analytic and f of z is u plus iv, then by Cauchy's Riemann equation, first equation, del u by del x equal to del v by del y, and del v by del y, del v by del x, del u by del y, in fact, del u by del x. Del u by del y equal to minus del u by del x, by del y equal to minus del v by del x, and del u by del x equal to del v by del y. These are the two CR equations. Now, either you will be directly getting a question in which CR equation is utilized, or you will be getting a question in which they will be giving you an analytic function and they may give you u or v and they may ask you to find out the remaining. If they provide you u, then they ask you the value of v. If they have given v, they will ask you the value of u. Okay, chalo. F of z is this function. If I compare this f of z with u plus iv, what is u? U is x square plus ay square. What is v? Vxy. Del u by del x is twice x. Del u by del y is twice ay. Del v by del x is by. Del v by del y is b. So students, what equation we can follow? We can follow the CR equations. First equation, u by del x equal to del v by del y. Del u by del x is twice x. V will be equal to second equation, del u by del y minus del v u by del y. Del u by del y is twice ay. Del v by del x, del v by del x, del v y cancelled, twice a equal to minus b. Minus b means minus 2, plus 1. So minus 1 and plus 2. Option all are brilliant. Oh, great, great. Another variety. in this question, they have given you the real part of analytic function, but they have not given you the imaginary part. They are asking for that imaginary part. So students, what is the first step? What they have given, sir, u. Write it, take close. Then find out the partial derivatives of u. Obtain the partial derivative. Okay. Now f of z is nothing but u plus iv. Differentiate this with respect to x. You get f dash z del u by del x plus I del v by del x. Then f dash z del u by del x as it is, del v by del x minus del v by del y. I see our equation. Del u by del x is 6x minus del u by del y. Del u by del y is already negative. After getting f dash z in terms of x and y, we want this f dash z in terms of z. We want this f dash z in terms of z. We want this f dash z in terms of z. So for this you need to apply Milne-Thomson method. Milne-Thomson method. What is that? By Milne-Thomson method, we have to put x equal to z and y equal to 0. F dash z 6z, y is 0. Integrate both sides. Integration of f dash z is f of z. 6z square by 2, so 3z square plus some constant c. Now this constant c will be having the same nature as that of the unknown. So in this problem, u is given, that is the real part is given, imaginary part is absent. So this question will be pure imaginary. If imaginary part is given, u is unknown, then c will be having the same nature as that of u. But this time this c is having the same nature as that of v. That is, c will be following the nature of the absent part, unknown part. Okay. Yes. So now f of z 3 times z is x plus iy whole square plus ic. Okay. Okay. F of z making something. I think you are trying to follow some shortcut tricks, which I already told in my classes that this may lead to some blunders. Not in each question, but sometimes. In fact, many times. So, f of z x plus iy whole square. So, x square minus y square plus I 2xy plus ic. Now 3 times x square minus y square and I 6xy plus ic. 3x square minus 3y square by 6xy plus c. This will be v plus iv. V will be 6xy plus c or k. The students, either they would be directly utilizing that CR equation, or they may be giving you U or asking for V. And if they give you V, they may ask for U. And we will be applying either exact differential method, or we will be applying Milne-Thomson method. So I have told you Milne-Thomson method in this. Students, if f of z equal to u plus iv is analytic, then u and v are harmonic functions. Direct 1 mark, this concept can give you direct 1 mark question in GATE exam. If f of z equal to u plus iv is analytic, then u and v are called as harmonic functions. U and v are also called as complex conjugate functions. Pradyum, instead of asking me for repetition, since we are already falling short of time, just after the class go to that timeline and watch that portion once again. So U and V are the harmonic functions. When f of z equal to u plus iv is analytic, its real part u and imaginary part v are harmonic. Students, what do you mean by harmonic function? A function satisfying Laplace equation in 2 dimensions, that is called as harmonic function. A function satisfying Laplace equation in 2D is called as harmonic function. So here they have given you this function. Let us say this function is phi, 2x minus x square plus my square. So harmonic function means it will be satisfying Laplace equation in 2 dimensions. Del square phi by del x square plus del square phi by del y square will be equal to, so partial derivative with respect to x, that will be 2 minus 2x. Once again it will be minus 2. Partial derivative with respect to y, when you take once it will be giving you twice my, or second time it will be giving you twice m, will be 0. M will be equal to 1. M will be equal. Is that okay? If you integrate f of z over a closed curve C such that f of z is completely analytic in this region enclosed by C. If you are having a closed curve C, अगर हमारे पास एक closed curve है C, this closed curve is enclosing some region inside it. Inside this region, if f of z completely analytic, that is f of z is not having any singular point, in that case this integration will become 0. If f of z is analytic in C on its inside the curve C and on the boundary, if f of z is analytic, that is f of z is not having any singular points, in that case this integration, Cauchy's integral theorem. See this question. F of z, the integrand function 4z minus 3, z minus 4, z minus 5. Very good. What are the poles? Poles means equate denominator to 0. You will get z equal to 4 and z equal to 4. Okay. Then what? Draw this circle C. Draw this circle C. Singular points are those points at which function f of z becomes stops stops behaving like analytic function, ceases to be analytic. The points at which function f of z stops to behave like analytic function, those points are called as singular point. So mod z equal to 2. This is a circle. This is a circle whose center is 0, 0 and radius equal to 2. I'll explain. Radius is 2. Now poles are 4 and 5. Poles are 4 and 5. Poles are 4 and 5. Z equal to 4 is one pole. Z equal to 5 is another pole. Both the poles, both the poles are lying outside the given circle. Both the poles are lying outside the given circle. Suppose this is your plot of land where you want to construct house. ये वो plot है जहां पर आप घर बनाना चाहते हैं. Okay. So singularities means obstacles. Singularities means obstacles. Say there are some trees or there may be some well, कुआं है वहां पर, well है. Okay. But these obstacles are not there in your plot. So your plot, your function is completely analytic, smooth, that plot. Okay. So this function f of z is completely analytic. There are obstacles, but they are in the prescribed region. There are obstacles, but they are outside the prescribed region. Okay, and that's why both of these poles are lying outside. Therefore, none of them are singular point. If any one of them is inside, then it will be a singular point. Since both of them are outside, none of them are singular point. Okay, so answer for this, as per Cauchy's integral theorem, answer for this integration will be 0. Okay, now see the next. Cauchy's integral formula. If you are integrating g of z dz such that inside this curve C, inside this curve C, inside this curve C, g of z is having a singular point at z equal to a. Are you following? G of z is having a singular point here. So g of z is having a singular point. It means z minus a is a factor in the denominator of g of z. G of z is having a singular point at z equal to a. It means z minus a is a factor in the denominator of g of z. So the remaining function will be f of z. Say f of z. We are assuming that it is f of z. So this integration, g of z can be replaced by f of z upon z minus a. F of z upon z minus a dz. Okay. By Cauchy's integral formula, this will be 2 pi I, and in the numerator you supposed to put the value of z equal to. So this is Cauchy's integral formula. Cauchy's integral formula. Cauchy's integral formula is 2 pi I f of a. This is applicable when there is existence of singular point. See this question. C equal to mod z equal to, mod z means mod of x plus iy. X square plus y square, magnitude na. So x square plus y square under root is 4. On squaring you are getting x square plus y square equals 4 square. So students, this is a circle with center at 0. Radius equal to center at 0, 0, radius. This is the given circle C. Very good, sir. Good. कभी दिए के आगे पल दो पल बर्बाद कर लेना, कभी दिए के आगे पल दो पल बर्बाद कर लेना, और पतंगा जब जले को। This is circle C. This is circle C. Now, what is this function? See this question, Amritanshu, you will get clarity. This function is g of z. Let us assume this function to be g of z. Z minus 2, z minus 5. Now, poles are, Amritanshu, equating the denominator to 0, equating poles. Poles are z equal to 2 and z equal to 5. Out of these two, okay, plot these poles. Okay. This circle is having radius 4. Radius is 4. So where this poles will be lying, 2 and 5 are the poles, na? Z equal to 2 inside and z equal to 5 outside. So z equal to 5 is not a singular point, and the pole which is lying inside the given region is a singular point. Haven't you understood? We will be finding the poles by equating the denominator to 0. By equating the denominator to 0, we will be getting the poles. Those poles which are lying inside the given region, they are called as singular points, and the poles which are lying outside the given region, they are not the singular point. Okay? Yes, sir. Response. Good, good, good. So students, see here. Z minus 2 is a singular point. 2 is the singular point and z minus 2 is the factor for it. Muhammad Ayaz, that will require a lot amount of time since time is restricted. Z minus 2 will be there in the denominator. The factor corresponding to singular point should be maintained in the denominator. The factor corresponding to singular point. अरे भाई singular point कौन सा है? Z equal to 2. Z equal to 5 singular point है क्या? नहीं. So factor corresponding to z equal to 2 is z minus 2. This should be maintained in the denominator, and remaining is lifted to the numerator. So 4z minus 3 upon z minus 5 in this way. So students, suppose if someone is having a pimple on his face, so if that person hides that pimple, then remaining will be smooth surface. Okay, the same we are doing here. So in this function, that obstacle is z minus 2. So we are separating that obstacle from this function. We are separating that obstacle from this function. So z minus 2 is separated and remaining is taken to the numerator. So remaining is smooth phase. This is analytic. Remaining is nothing but our analytic function, which is not having any obstacle. And obstacle is separated from this function. Arey bhaiya, from g of z, we separated that obstacle. So the remaining will be analytic function. Okay, sir. So by Cauchy's integral formula, integration of f of z upon z minus a dz. I'm not getting any responses. 2 pi I, and in numerator, supposed to put z equal to a. in this f of z, this is f of z, this is f of z. In this f of z, you have to put z equal to 2. 4 into minus 1 minus 5. Minus 10 pi I by 3. Students, is that fine? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. It's 80 likes I can see. Can we make it 300 in next 5 minutes? Can we increase the likes to 300? Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, here. Cauchy's integral formula for repeated singularity. If you are integrating a function in which singularity z equal to a is repeated n plus 1 times, the answer will be 2 pi I upon factorial n, nth derivative of f of z evaluated at z equal to a. Evaluated at z equal to a. F of z upon z minus a to the power n plus 1. In the previous format, z minus a was having power only 1. But in this format, power is n plus 1. So it is repeated n plus 1 times. So what we have to do? We have a modified formula. 2 pi I by factorial n, nth derivative with respect to z of f of z and evaluated at the position of the single point. Here. Mod z equal to, so bacha, this is a circle of a ring. Not at all. At all. Okay. Hundred k 800 to 20. Maybe due to some server issue. Poles of g of z. Equate the denominator to 0. Z equal to minus 1. How many times it is repeated? Index. Index is n plus 1 equal to 4. So that n will be 3. N will be, okay. Yes, sir. So students, what we can do? We can write e raised to 2z as it is. And z plus 1 can be written as z minus of minus 1 to the power 4. 4 means 3 plus of z upon z minus a to the power 3 plus 1. Okay. So students, we can say that n is 3 and a is nothing but minus 1. Integral formula for the repeated we can say that this integration, I move to the next frame. Yes, there only. Okay. Integration of g of z dz. Virtual calculation. No, no. G of z upon z minus a to the power n plus. What is the answer? Answer is pi I by factor nth derivative with respect to z evaluated for z equal to क्या करें g of z is e raised to 2z upon z plus 1 to the answer will be pi I by factorial n. Factorial n is factor and yes, third order derivative of f of z. F of z is this numerator. Right? In the result, you supposed to put z equal to minus pi I by factorial 3 is 6. Third derivative, it e raised to 2z. 8 e raised to 2z नहीं होगा, z ही होगा. Z is minus 3. माइनस 1 आएगा ना भाई. माइनस 1 माइनस 1 माइनस 1. वेरी गुड. Very nice. 8 pi I by 3 e raised to minus. Yes, yes, I by minus 2. How many of you understood this? Next. This variety is really important. Is mod z equal to 5. Poles are 2 and 3. 2 and 3 both are lying inside. 2 and 3 both the poles are lying inside. We are assuming this function to be g of z. 4z minus 3 kept aside. 1 upon z minus. Can we do the partial fraction? Is 1 upon z minus 3. 1 upon z. Z minus 2. Z minus 2 minus z plus 3. Z minus z cancel. Minus 2 plus 3 will be 1. So I have obtained the for this g of z. Have you all understood this one? integration of g of z z minus 3 numerator. Denominator is z minus 3 and z minus 2. Now by Cauchy's, see, by Cauchy's, both of them are singular points. So by Cauchy's integral formula, it is pi I. In the numerator, we have to put z equal to 3. Then 2 pi I the numerator. In the numerator, we have to put z equal to 2 pi I common. Put z equal to 3. 12 minus 3. आएगा भाई 4 से 12, 12 minus. Okay. Put to the rate 8 minus 3 is 5. We are getting 10 pi I. No, 8 pi I. हो सकता है आप गलत हो जाएं. So we have dealt with 4 varieties here. Dealt with 4 varieties of Cauchy's integral formula and Cauchy's integral theorem. Then one important part is calculation of residues. Calculation of residues. Okay. Yeah. Residue of f of z at simple pole z equal to residue of f of z at simple pole z equal to 3 z minus a into f of z. This is the formula to calculate the residue at simple pole. Simple pole means the pole which is not repeated. Now residue of f of z at repeated pole z equal to a. When we say repeated, we must know its index. Index is n plus 1. One upon limit z tending to a, nth derivative z minus a to the power n formula. So residue can be calculated for any pole. Residue can be calculated for any pole, but residues corresponding to singular points will be contributing to the integration. Given you the formula, calculation of residue. Here, we want, what are the poles? Poles are 0, 1 and 2. Let us say R1 is residue of x of z at z equal to 0. What you have to do? The limit tending to simple pole है ना, z minus 0 x of z. When you multiply these two, z into x of z, so z will be cancelled from the denominator. Now what is remaining? 1 minus 2z upon. Now you can put the limit z tending to 0. So 1 minus 0 will be 1. 1 minus z is 0. Minus 1 and minus plus 2. 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the first residue. Second residue. Residue of x of z At second pole is z minus 1. Second pole is z equal to 1. Okay. Limit tending to z minus 1 will be cancelled. In the remaining, you have to put z equal to 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1, then 1, and 1 minus 1. So this is plus 1. R3. Residue of x of z, z equal to 2. Third pole. Z minus 2 will be cancelled. Z minus 2 will be cancelled. Z minus 2 will be cancelled. The remaining you have to put 2. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. 10. 3 into 3 minus 1. 6. Z is 2, no? Z is 2. So 2 into 2 minus 1. Residues are 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 3. Option C. Now, suppose you want to integrate this function 1 minus 2 z minus this. Explaining you the concept of Cauchy's residue theorem. Most probably last concept. I am fully exhausted. Students, now what is this C? If C is given as mod z equal to 1 point, okay, so mod z equal to 1.5, inside this circle these two poles will lie, correct? 0 and 1 will lie, correct? Its answer will be 2 pi I sum of those residues which are corresponding to singular points. So residue corresponding to 0 is R1, residue corresponding to 1 is R2. So here we should not consider all the residues. Here only those residues will be considered which are corresponding to the singular point. Okay. So mod z equal to 1.5. This is the circle. 0 and 1 are inside, but 2 is outside. 2 is outside. So only residues of 0 and 1 are considered here. For 0, it is 1 by 2. For 1, correct? Have you all understood this? You have to calculate the residue. You have to calculate the residue of this at z equal to 2. At z equal to 2, we are having the repeated pole. Okay. How many times it is repeated? What is the formula? Formula is 1 upon 50. Limit z tending to a nth derivative respect to z minus a to the power into f of z. Okay. Here n plus 1 is 2, n will be 1. Factorial 1, z tending to a is 2, d by dz, z minus 2 dot of z, z tending to d by dz, z minus 2 whole square will be on z. It is minus 2 upon z plus 2 whole cube, z equal to 2, minus 2. That's all. That's all from our side. We are having some more engagement, some more work, and students, you also spent a lot amount of time here. So now regarding numerical methods, you can just go and watch. You can search on YouTube Ankit Joshi grade up or simply Ankit Joshi BYJU'S. You will be getting all of my lectures on YouTube that I have taken in earlier past. There you can search for numerical methods. I'll just give you what are important topics. Numerical methods, Newton-Raphson method, that can be important for your upcoming exam. Number 2, Simpson's trapezoidal, Simpson's 1/3 and trapezoidal rule. Add some 2 hour session to teach. Then that is not possible here. Number 3, if you can go through Euler's and Rangakutta method. These are the important topics. At this point of time, I must say bye bye to you. We'll try to include those slides. Okay? Or you can have my handwritten notes. In my handwritten notes for numerical methods. You can have my handwritten notes for numerical methods. If you wish, I can share you the Telegram channel. Anyone students on my Telegram channel, they can just share the link of Telegram channel here. I will be giving you password for today's class, password for today's class PDF, today's classroom PDF. Password for today's classroom PDF is NRNH 0102 110 NH 10. This will be the password for day 3. So just this NRNH 102. Let's stop the session here, and thanks a lot students for your presence. We will be meeting again and again in different sessions. Thanks a lot. Love you all. Take care. Stay happy. Stay safe. And whatever you face any, if you face any issues, if you have any queries, doubts, can come to any session and ask us those doubts. Hello Vignesh, how are you after a long time? So students, we have tried our level best in giving you the best of the content, that too for free on YouTube channel. So once again, a big best of luck for your upcoming exam. And now I'm stopping the session. If directly or indirectly my words would have hurted any of you, then I apologize for that. But to intention is smooth conduction of the classes. This is the clean intention. Yeah. So students, I'm stopping the session now. Finally, bye bye. Take care.